Hey, friends! Welcome to the Swing My Heart podcast with your host, Nicole
and Hannah. Come join us for some hopeful conversations about heartfelt entertainment that makes your heart swing.
Hey, Hallmarkies, we're back for another episode, and today we'll be chatting about A Kismet Christmas with our friend Lydia. Welcome to the podcast, Lydia, or welcome back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. A Kismet Christmas stars Carlo Marx as Travis, Sarah Ramos as Sarah, Ruby Tupper as Jasmine, Mary Lou Henner as Grandma Mia, and Zaf Peru as Benny. It was written by Betsy Morris and directed by Mark Jean. And for the postables out there, shout out, Mary Lou Henner played Glennis Rucker.
Yes.
In the series.
It's so nice to have, I guess, different Hallmark people bounce around. You know, it's so fun to see like where they appear again.
Yeah, I love it. Sarah is a children's book author who returns to her hometown where she reconnects with her family and Travis, her teenage crush. She soon discovers that a long-held family legend might actually be true. What were your thoughts about this movie, and what did you love most about it?
I think what I love the most about this movie after I was done watching it was just like how reminiscent it reminded me of older Hallmark movies that I really love. Like, in my opinion, if it's got some cheesy, corny stuff in it, make it as cheesy and corny as you can. Which is basically the premise of this whole movie. Is the storyline is just out of this world ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's what makes it amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I would give it 4 out of 5 Kismet cookies.
Yeah, it was one of the best ones I've seen so far.
I agree. To start off, do we want to talk about our favorite and funniest moments?
Yeah, why don't we? I think for me, my favorite moment, at least in this movie, was, I don't know, just the whole storyline between Travis and Sarah. Like, there was a lot of really sweet moments in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was, but I think funniest moment, I think when I turned on the movie and they had the whole flashback sequence where she all of a sudden walks into Travis's house, and I saw that Travis had on a suit, and I became like, oh, nope, this ain't going well. And I was cringing so hard. Like, I had my hands covering my face, and I was looking through my fingers like,
oh my goodness,
secondhand embarrassment. But it was hilarious because it was so funny.
I love the opening scene when she's at her book reading, and the reactions from the kids were hilarious.
Yes, they were so cute too. Like, all of them are dressed up as characters from the book, which is wow, okay. But at the same time, it was like, oh, that's really cute.
Yeah. I thought it was funny when Sarah found out she was going back to her hometown because that's the town that won the contest.
I know, she was like, what? Well, it's just not technically her hometown. It's technically her grandmother's.
Her grandmother's hometown, but yeah.
But yes, she was like, why are we going there? I don't want to go there.
Yeah. And Benny was like all into it. He's like, I need to know every detail.
It'll be great. It'll be great to have family time, all that.
Yeah. Sarah telling Benny the story. Now, this is when the flashback is shown. And we find out that she always went to her grandmother's for Christmas. She was a late bloomer, but had a deep crush on the boy next door, Travis. Benny, he says, ooh, I love where this is going.
Betty is here for the drama, and that's it. That's just the drama. He wants all of the drama.
And then she says something else, and then he responds by saying, wait. Are you saying Kismet cookies are real? Benny, I'm telling you the story once. You can listen or you can interrupt. The fact Travis calls her Sarah Bear, that's cute and funny at the same time.
I thought it was really like, I was like, wait, what did he just say? Where did this come from? Because they don't explain it until later in the movie.
Yeah.
But that was actually a really good setup for later too.
Yeah.
And I love the actors. They're dressed to look younger, but they obviously don't look that much younger. But that's so funny. I was just like, this
Yeah.
is like some figment of our imagination, like where it's like, oh yeah, we're going back in time, but we actually look this. I don't know. It was really funny.
Yeah, I thought that too. The next scene when Sarah and her grandma Mia are baking, I thought it was funny how Sarah says, "Have you called the police? Because this place looks like a crime scene."
Yeah, there was just so many funny one-liners in this movie
Yeah.
that were just like quippy and cute.
Yeah.
And
They get a knock on the door, and it's Helen,
Mhm.
who also lives in the town. And she's wanting to know the legend of the Kismet cookie. And, she's a little skeptical at first, but then they tell her about it. And
Mhm.
she takes one home. And the legend is, if you follow the recipe exactly, you'll dream of your true love if you put
Mhm.
it under your pillow.
Right. Which it's very cheesy, but I
Yeah.
love and the recipe that was given by the house to her grandmother, and it was just a really cheesy but feel good storyline for that. It was just like, oh, okay, you're gonna dream of your true love? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think we all need a Kismet cookie.
So I think that would be extremely handy because then like, oh, okay. But then at the
Yeah.
same time, then and it's like maybe you don't meet that person for several years. So you're just wandering around looking for this random
Yeah.
person that you met in a dream, I guess.
Yeah. I love the scene later that evening in the flashback when Sarah is talking to her grandma about Travis, the Kismet cookie, and her grandpa.
Mhm.
And Sarah says, "Grandma, are you looking for love?"
Oh my goodness, yes.
That was so funny.
And of course, the grandmother replies like, "No, I've
Mm-mm.
already met your grandpa was my one and
My one true
only."
love. Yeah.
But like it still helps her dream of him, which is really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, that's really sweet. I just have to say the way they did the transition from Sarah in New York to Sarah in her hometown was brilliant with the trunk.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Like she opens it when she's in New York and then she opens it again and you see her hometown.
With the squeaky hinges.
Yeah.
And then she gets hit by a snowball.
Yep. I love when she arrives back home and she sees her grandma and everyone else in town, and they go to the Dickens in the Park event
Yes.
where they announce Jasmine or Jazzy as the
Mhm.
winner of the contest. That was really cute.
And the whole town is dressed up in like Victorian Christmas garb, and it's really cute. And
Yeah.
like, where did all these people get these costumes? But at the same
Yeah,
time, it's so cool.
it is. Yeah. The moment when Travis and Sarah see each other and he's dressed in the Santa costume.
Well, Travis knows that it's Sarah, but Sarah doesn't know it's Travis until he's like, "Oh, I could recognize that smile anywhere, Sarah Bear." And then
Yeah.
she looks at him and she's just staring off and like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what just happened?" Kind of a moment happened.
Yeah, that was funny. A funny line I have written down is when Sarah is at home
Mhm.
and Travis and Jazzy are there and they're going down the stairs. Jasmine says, "He looks way older than you." And Sarah says, "He does, doesn't he? But to be fair, the beard isn't helping."
I know.
That was so
And
funny.
even like if you notice, like even his eyebrows were like white, went in for the part of
Yeah.
Santa Claus. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Another scene I loved was Sarah at Travis and Jazzy's home when they're talking about the skunk in the house.
Yeah, that was a cute scene. It's like, why did you let us skunk in the house? And he's like, why do 8-year-old boys do what they do things like that
Mhm.
anyway? Like, was cute.
Yeah. I thought it was sweet how Sarah wanted to help Jazzy with her project.
Which
That
is
was
actually a
really
really
nice.
cool idea.
Yeah.
Like having a book. I guess it's almost like a book drive, but it's not. It's gift a
Yeah.
book to their sister city
Yeah.
library.
Yeah, that is really nice. I don't have it written down, but I loved what Sarah said when she was talking about why she goes by her alter ego, Sarah Gray. That was nice.
Yeah, Sarah Grayson, she was like, "Oh, I usually tell people like that it's because I want to appear more graceful and stuff because I was more
Yeah.
awkward as a
Yeah.
teenage." Well, actually, she was more of a teenage adult at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, somewhere there. And
Yeah.
it was really cute. And she was like, "Oh, it's just like an alter ego to make me feel like I'm someone different than who I was at that time," which I
Yeah.
can understand.
Yeah.
But then she finally, I don't know, I think she eventually realizes that she doesn't need to do that.
Yeah. She does. The phone conversation that Sarah has with Benny, that was hilarious. They were talking about Travis still living next door and his daughter being the contest winner. Benny says, "So the boy next door is still next door. Is he breathtakingly handsome?"
The way he delivered that line, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, sir.
Sarah and Mia at Patsy's Candy Corner. I loved when Sarah is trying the new chocolate peppermint fudge recipe. That actually looked really good. I've never had chocolate peppermint fudge, I don't think.
I have, and it's really good. Also, chocolate peanut butter. And then she said something about cookies and cream fudge, and I'm like, I would love to try that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Can
I
there
was
be
just
a Patsy's Candy Corner in South Carolina?
I was just like, this is making me hungry for fudge. Why are we talking so much about fudge in this movie?
Yeah. I loved when Patsy mentioned how the secret ingredient is love.
Mhm.
She says, if there's no love, there's no magic,
Yeah. That was
which is
really,
true. Yeah.
really cute. And it brings it back around to like the
Mm-hmm.
Hallmark saying like, oh, everything is made with love.
Love. Yeah. A funny scene is when Mia, Sarah, Patsy, and Raylene are having tea
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking about the dumbest thing they ever did for love. Sarah gets a pass because they
She
all
already
know
did
what happened.
as the infamous wedding crasher.
Yep. The mayor comes by and he asks Sarah to be a part of the holiday scavenger hunt, which I loved. That was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
In the holiday scavenger hunt, people get a list of riddles to solve, and then they take a picture of the answer. The first person to take all the correct photos wins, which is really fun. Have you ever done something like that in your hometown?
I haven't done a Christmas scavenger hunt. I think we've done other seasonal scavenger hunts.
That
But
sounds fun.
yeah. I mean, it's always a cool way to get to know your town, depending on how big your town is. If you're living in a small town, I'm sure it's a lot.
Yeah.
That's where most of these things happen. But like if you're
Yeah.
in a smaller town, you get to know different shops better. You get
Yeah.
to know different areas in your town better. Yeah.
Yeah. The town where I live, it's small, but at the same time, it's not the size of ones you see in Hallmark movies where everyone knows everyone.
I think Hallmark movie towns are like this weird where they're really small, but somehow they have a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like everyone
Yeah.
knows everybody, but there's still quite a bit of people. And you're just like,
Yeah.
do y'all go out for dinner on the same night so that everyone gets to know each other? Like,
Yeah.
how does this happen?
Yeah. I thought it was funny when Raylene mentioned to Albert how he should invite Patsy to dinner
Hmm.
and the reactions from
Everyone was
everyone.
just staring at the mirror, and the mirror was just like, I gotta go
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And then I think Sarah was the one that said, Raylene, like,
What are you doing?
yeah.
No, I thought that was really cute though. Like,
Yeah.
Patsy and the mayor secretly like each other, but they aren't willing to admit it out loud.
Yeah. Exactly. Sarah, Travis, and Jasmine's conversation while decorating the tree at the community center.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe this was Jazzy's project, like decorating the tree,
Mm-hmm.
which was really cool.
Yeah,
That was a pretty tree.
it was a pretty tree at the community center. I was like, oh, how
Yeah.
delightful.
Yeah. I loved when Jazzy is talking to Sarah about her books and how she can't wait for the next one. And then, she mentions that she's the best writer in the world. That was so sweet.
I mean, It was really sweet. And it's kind of funny too because she was like, "Oh, I can't wait for the next uh
Hmm.
your next book." And Sarah's like, "Me too." Because
Yeah.
she's having a hard time finishing that second book.
Yeah. Also, Travis mentioning that he could be her bodyguard.
And
That was hilarious.
you could wear sunglasses and I could be like, Miss Grace isn't taking any questions
Questions
today.
right now. Yeah. Carlo is very good at the comedy.
Yeah, and I think that's what made this movie charming is like both Carlo and Sarah had a good comedic timing to their
Yeah.
acting, which made it hilarious.
Yeah. And as a lot of the Chesties know, Carlo plays David
Yes, and he just
on Chesapeake
always
Shores.
he always plays that kind of slightly goofy character, which I
Yeah.
enjoy. Like we always, like how they talk about like, oh, they have like certain standards for Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Like you have your Christmas Hallmark Queen, Christmas Hallmark King. I'm sorry, Carlo is the Christmas King of comedy for
Yeah.
Hallmark.
Yeah. Sarah, Travis, and Jazzy walking through town. Now, this is when they were talking about how Jazzy is writing fan fiction about Isabella. They're also talking about how Travis used to be Sarah's sounding board for her stories.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis is telling Sarah about book time with Jazzy and reading her fan fiction. That's
Mm-hmm.
sweet.
I know. And then I like how the conversation's like, oh, he still remembers her favorite book, which was A Wrinkle in
Yep.
Time. And
Yeah.
it was really cute. Like he's like, and then she realizes that Travis read her secret diary that says keep out,
Yeah.
especially like Travis or something like that. And
Yeah.
he still read it, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. The Christmas scavenger hunt, that looked like a lot of fun. And everyone's running through town
I
and
know. And you win a pound of fudge. See, there's the fudge theme again. I was just like,
yeah.
I would love to win a pound of fudge. Yes, please.
Yeah. I love the moment when Travis and Jazzy are in the bookstore and they find Sarah and Jazzy, goes to sit with Sarah in the chair and she says, "Take a picture or take a selfie."
Yeah,
That was really cute.
it was cute.
I love the bonding that we saw in the movie with Sarah and Jazzy.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot more believable than other Hallmark movies that I've seen. But
Yeah.
like the actress who played Jazzy, phenomenal.
Yeah, she did a great job.
But whoever wrote the story as well wrote it well so that
Mhm.
we actually got moments where, oh, Jazzy is becoming friends with Sarah. Like it's a really
Yeah.
cute moment.
Yeah. Travis and Sarah's conversation outside their houses
Mhm.
and they're talking about the minivan moonboat.
That's a great name for a band.
Yeah. They're also talking about being at the community center and Jazzy's book tree. After that, we see Travis throw another snowball, just like he did in the flashback.
Yes, but she ducked.
Yep. She says, "I'm still onto you, Travis Walker."
Yeah. And it's cute that like she knows that when he's going to throw a snowball at her, so she ducks.
Yeah, that's really funny. Oh, this moment was kind of funny when Sarah is at home with her grandma and Mia is talking about owning a home and constantly having to clean the kitchen. Then they go on to talk about rekindling things with Travis. Mia asks her about it. Sarah says, "There's no rekindling. Something has to be kindled in the first place before it can be rekindled."
Oh, that's funny. I mean, but here's the thing. Maybe they didn't weren't like, oh, dating or whatever before, but they were good friends before.
Yeah.
So
Can't deny it, Sarah.
you can't run away.
No. Sarah seeing Jasmine at the community center. Sarah tells Jazzy how her tree is a hit. Sarah picks Jazzy's ornament, and this is when Jazzy tells Sarah that she's the best writer in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really cute.
Yeah. I loved seeing Travis reading A Christmas Carol as Father Christmas at Dickens in the Park. That was awesome.
I mean, who wouldn't want to go to a dramatic retelling of A Christmas Carol in a
Yeah.
park
Yeah.
and dressed up in Victorian garb, and Santa Claus himself is reading A Christmas Carol?
Yeah. I haven't read that book in a long time, but it's a good one.
I love all the Christmas movies that are like adaptations of A Christmas Carol, and like
Yeah,
it's such a cool story. It's
it is.
very easy to retell.
Yeah. Does your hometown have a production of A Christmas Carol every year for Christmas? No?
You know, the closest one is like in a bigger city where they every year they do A Christmas Carol. They also do like the Nutcracker. The ballet does the Nutcracker.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Charleston, they have the Dock Street Theater, which is one of the oldest theaters in the country, I believe.
Well, that's really
And
cool.
yeah. And they always put on A Christmas Carol every year for Christmas, which is a lot of fun.
I think it's like one of the most famous plays
Yeah.
to do every year for Christmas.
Yeah. I think so too. I thought the conversation with Travis and Sarah at the pier was really nice. I loved that.
And it's the pier that they used to go to when she was having a hard time writing, which was really cute.
Yeah.
And he works for the
Forestry service.
Like, who knew?
Yeah. And that was one thing, which we'll find out later, that he bonded over with his great uncle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love when Travis says, there's no bad guys here, Sarah. There's just a lot of people who care about one amazing little girl. And then she compliments him about how he's a great father.
Oh, it's really cute.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Sarah offers to come with Travis as he drops Jazzy off for the sleepover.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's the one that throws the snowball.
And she hits him. And he's like, oh, some people never grow up. And she's like, yep, that's me.
Yeah. A funny moment. Sarah, Mia, Raylene, and Patsy at the bookstore, and they're talking about how Albert asked Patsy out.
And then
she's like, Dory. Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, she was like looking, the mayor was at the one person's jewelry store, and like that person told somebody who told somebody who told somebody who told
somebody.
Miss Patsy, I think. Like, oh, he was looking at a very expensive necklace. And Sarah's like, oh, that's good. And then everyone's like, no, it's not. And she's like, but why? And it's like, necklaces are gateway jewelry. First it'll be a necklace, and then it will be a bracelet. And then before you know it, it'll be an engagement ring.
Raylene says, you could be engaged by New Year's.
That quickly, okay.
Like, it would have to be, okay, necklace that week, bracelet the next.
Yeah. And then the engagement ring.
It's like Albert down on one knee to Patsy. Patsy, will you marry? Oh. Travis and Sarah dropping Jazzy off at the sleepover and their conversation in the car. I love how Sarah says that she did a background check on the family.
She's like, oh, I did a background check and I ran fingerprints, and they're 100% clean. They don't have any speeding tickets. And then I went and I called the people that from their old town and to get more information on them.
Personal recommendations.
Yes.
I loved Christmas trivia night. That looked really fun.
I know. And it was like, it's really cool because I love Christmas trivia in general. There's so much you could do trivia questions on for Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, they were doing movies, obviously, in that one section that we were seeing. But
yeah,
that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah. I love how Sarah is talking to Travis about not having a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Christmas trivia question is asked, and I think they both answer, and Sarah says, are you questioning my Christmas movie expertise?
Yeah, the one where it's like, oh, where a child gets an article of clothing for a mother, and she's like, oh, the Christmas shoes, and he's like, are you sure it's that? And he's like, are you questioning? Yeah, that was funny. After that, they start talking about Jazzy and her going ice skating with her friends. I love how before Travis looks at the message, he asks Sarah, Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to go pick Jazzy?
Like he's so expecting of her to be like, I don't want to stay here. But then realizing, oh, she wants to spend more time with him.
And they have the almost kiss.
Mm-hmm.
That was cute. I think one of my top favorite scenes in this movie would have to be when they go tree hunting.
It was such a, like, it was cute. Because
Yeah.
like sometimes it's like, oh, Christmas tree lot. No, we're going to the forest. We're
Yeah.
going to pick out a tree with an axe and chop it down.
Yep. When they first get there, it's funny how Sarah says, so how does this chopping down tree thingy work? Do we just pick one? Travis, chopping down tree thingy? Sarah, writers have a way with words.
Yeah, that was funny.
Travis catching Sarah from almost falling. That was really cute.
Yeah, like you saw it coming, but it was really cute.
Yeah. Another funny line from that scene is when Sarah says, when my writing career dries up, I could be a lumberjack. Or is that lumberjill?
What?
Travis and Sarah at the cabin. That was really nice. And he's talking about helping her and he's
like,
offering fudge.
He's like, where's my laptop? And he's like, you never used to write with a laptop. And I bet you didn't write the first book with a laptop. And she's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But like,
and she finishes her book.
I know, it worked.
Yeah.
And Travis was making a garland for the tree, for his tree.
I believe so, yeah.
Which was really cute too.
Yeah. Sarah's phone conversation with Benny when they're talking about the new book and Travis. So this is when she sends the manuscript.
Yep. That was a cute conversation.
Yeah. Sarah finding the Kismet cookie recipe and then delivering one to Patsy. That was really nice.
Yeah, she was like, okay, I need to make these because for my grandma, for Miss Patsy. And like, if I'm being honest, I want to see if I dream of Travis again. And that was like, you knew that it was going to happen, but it was so like when you see the recipe, just like in the little hidey hole of the house, I don't know what to call it. And it was just sitting there and she was like, that you knew that she was going to make the cookies. Yeah.
I loved her reaction. That was priceless when she found the recipe and the paper was all taped together.
Like the grandma Mia, she was really sneaky of like, oh, it was ripped up, it's gone, and then you realize she had to have been the one to tape it back together. Yeah, and put it in the one. And she just hasn't made them for all those years just so that her own granddaughter would make them, which is really cute.
Yes, it is. Travis and Sarah running into Benny. That was funny.
Yes. Benny is like, oh, he hasn't texted me, he hasn't called me back. I don't know if he likes my book or not. And then realize, oh, I could come in.
He's right there.
He's in person. He's right there.
Yeah. Sarah and Grandma Mia at home. Mia is talking about selling the house and moving abroad to teach.
Mm-hmm. Was it English?
I think so, possibly.
It may be something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah. They also talk about the Kismet cookies and Sarah giving up her Kismet cookie for her grandma. Was really sweet.
Little to her known surprise.
Someone puts one there under her pillow.
Not only under her pillow, but also under somebody else's pillow.
Yeah. And we will find that out in just a few minutes.
Yes. Exactly.
Even though I'm sure everyone already knows.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I love the scene with Travis and Sarah when they are talking about her grandmother selling the house and moving abroad to teach, the Kismet cookies, her books, and Travis wanting her to stay. That was really sweet.
I know. And then she's like, no, this is like some fairy tale, whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I can't. Then she leaves and he's standing there and it's sad.
Yeah, that part.
But you know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah. Sarah's conversation with Benny while walking through town. And this is when he's encouraging her to stay. Yeah.
He's like, oh, you could live in New York City and make lots of money and be a writer. Or you could stay here and make Kismet cookies. And, you know.
Yeah. Travis, Sarah, Jazzy, and Mia outside the house. Sarah mentions how she plans to stick around. This moment made me laugh when Mia says, Jazzy, come on, why don't you and I go make some breakfast? But I already ate. And then, she looks at her dad
And she's like, oh, yeah. She
Sarah,
realized.
she's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
I know what you mean.
Yes.
Travis saying, I don't need a cookie to tell me that I'm in love with you.
Aw, that was really cute.
Yeah.
And then you got your classic Hallmark kiss at the end,
Yes.
which I loved.
Yes. Really sweet. They also, before the kiss, talk about how they dreamed of each other and the day Sarah fell in love with him, which is when he saved her from the bear.
Yeah, which is really cute. Which we all know was a big black dog, but you know what? Details.
Minor details.
Yeah.
All around, this is a really good movie.
Yes, it was. And I think it's got a good watchability factor for rewatching. If anyone wants to rewatch it, like either later this year or next year.
Yeah.
I think it'll stick around as a game.
We have some trivia for everyone. Do you want to go first, Lydia, since you're the guest?
Sure. So, what was on the apron Sarah wears in the flashback?
Oh, gosh.
In the kitchen. I'll give you options. Gingerbread man, a wreath, a reindeer, or a cardinal.
I'm just going to guess because I was not paying attention. So I'm going to say a wreath.
Nope.
Oh.
It's a cardinal.
Oh.
I was like, okay, I got to find little things.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, how about you go?
Okay. What is the name of Helen's friend she mentions to Mia and Sarah? I'll give some options on the spot since I don't have multiple choice.
That's okay.
Angie, Catherine, Julie, or Kristen?
I think it was Catherine.
Nope.
No? Angie?
Yep. Ding, 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 ding.
All right. My second one is, what was the fudge that Sarah tries in Patsy's candy corner?
The peppermint chocolate fudge?
Yes.
Yay.
Ding, ding, ding. Correct.
Okay, I have a few more.
Okay.
What color is the sign outside Patsy's candy corner?
Is it red?
So it's the sign that has the store name on it.
Is it red?
Nope.
And gold?
Nope. You want me to give you some options?
Yeah.
Yellow, green, blue, or orange?
I think it was yellow.
Nope.
Green?
Nope.
What? It was orange? Blue?
Nope. Blue. Ding, 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 ding.
I didn't know that.
What time did the mayor ask Sarah to be in town for the scavenger hunt?
It wasn't noon, was it?
Nope. A little earlier.
11.
Nope.
10.
Yes.
I knew it was somewhere in that region.
Yeah. How many boxes of books arrived in New Britain?
4?
You're close, but nope.
3?
Nope.
5.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. How many years has Travis had his day job at the Forestry Service?
8 years?
Nope.
6?
Yep. Ding, 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 ding.
Yay.
Good job.
Good job, too.
Thanks. Well, this was a lot of fun. Thanks, Lydia, for joining.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. We'll definitely have to have you back on again.
Yep, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
In advance.
Yes. All right, Hallmarkies. I think that wraps up our recap of A Kismet Christmas. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoy and have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. And we will see you next time. And we love y'all. Merry early Christmas. Bye.
Bye.